Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
11, 18, 19 Texas. Hey, South. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, had to get it out quick. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. I think you have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium, combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still going. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Oh, hey. Why, Tony?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Hey, team. Buggy. Hey, uno. Why, Tony. 19 Texas. Hey, south. Hey.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
10 cycles. 50 red. 50 zone red.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw caught by Musgrave. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. To the 36-yard line, stop there. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. 52 blue. Hut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Okay,
So
ready?
3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go now. Hut.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
18. Watch Tony. 19 Texas. Hey, south.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Trying to lay one up deep. Left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now 2nd and 3. Stroud looking to throw.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Black 40.
They'll set up a throw.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, This is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready, set.
It's second and inches on the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
Set, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Watch out now, 52. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Set, ready. 45, white, close.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
33, shot, 7, 10.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Ready.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Yes, right, 97. Ready.
Back to Mixon on first down.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out to the right, out to the right. Out to the right. Look to high, look to high. 11. Hey, uno. Monkey, hey. Why Tony? Hey, Uno Mars. 19 Texas.
Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, boy. Under. Hey, south. Look to high, 11.
Now Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Why, Tony? Hey, Uno Mars.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready?
Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Down. Black 40. Black shot. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Ready? Cut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass caught. That's Golden. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
Up the middle with Barkley. Fights him off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Look at hot.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Uno Mars. 19 Texas. Hey, South. 11. White Tony. Buggy. Hey, Uno.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, South.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Set, hut. 22, black 40. Set, go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
1st and 10 at the
On the double.
17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Down. Yellow, 43. Red, cycle. Set.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Let's go. Ready. Black, 95. Set, go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready
What
up.
do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Ready. Yep, ready.
He'll look to throw. He's He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown from 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Green Bay.
Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. But it got his man complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
What 18? What's up?
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one's going to come to an end. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hollowed ground